they bet too many games at once. For example, you bet on Manchester City, you bet on Arsenal, you bet on PSG, you bet on different teams. The most important concept in football prediction is called value. If you've been losing money on football predictions and wasting time on tips that never come through, this video is definitely for you. I'm going to break down the exact systems that serious bettors use to hit the winning predictions. And by the end of this video, you will understand why most people fail and how you can approach this strategy differently. So stay till the end, because the last tip alone is able to save more than most paid prediction services charged per month. Before we talk anything, let's kill one myth right now. Let me tell you, no one, I mean no one, wins 97% by following tipsters online or winning football by luck. The people who consistently profit from football, they treat this as a business. They use data, discipline, and structured system, and that is the only difference. Let me tell you the truth. I've done my research and found out that 90% of people lose money on football betting simply because, number one, they follow random social media tipster with no track records. Number two, they bet too many games at once. For example, you bet on Manchester City, you bet on Arsenal, you bet on PSG, you bet on different teams. And they also chase losses by doubling up. And most of them ignore form and only focus on big names. And they also don't have staging strategy. Sounds familiar? Don't worry. We are fixing all of these today. So if you haven't subscribed, please kindly go on and do so that you cannot miss our future uploads. The most important concept in football prediction is called value. Let me repeat slowly. The most important concept in football prediction is called value. Someone say, what is value? Value is finding odds where a bookmaker has underpriced a team's real probability of winning. Let me give you a simple example. If a team has a real 60% chance of winning a match, but now look here, this bookmaker's odds implies only 45% chances. This is a value bet. Now over time, consistently finding this gives you a mathematical edge. And this is how professional bettors operate. They don't just ask who will win. They ask, are these odds worth it? Some say, how do you find value odds? Now compare odds across at least 3 to 5 bookmakers. Now you can use, for example, here you can look at SportPesa here, then come to Betika here, and you can also use OddBets. And you can also use free tools like Odds Checker or Bet Explorer to spot discrepancies. Another thing that you should focus on is to focus on games that you understand deeply. Let's take an example. If Galatasaray is playing against Roma and you don't understand the form team of Galatasaray, or you don't know even anything about Roma, don't focus on that game. You can go and focus on PSG versus Barcelona because you deeply understand the form of PSG and Barcelona. Track your hit rate over time to measure your accuracy. And remember, one good value bet beats 10 random cases every single time. Let me give you the 5 data points you must check before predictions. Before you lock in any predictions, you must check these 5 things. I call this method 4 H's. 4 H's. F stands for form, O stands for odd movement, H stands for head-to-head records, I stands for injuries, and S is situation and motivation. Don't worry about this because I'm going to explain each of these so that you can understand deeply before you place a kichwa or a head on any team. When we talk about form here, look for the last 5 to 6 matches. Not only wins and losses, but focus also on goals conceded, whether results came from home or away. A team can be in form and only at home. Yeah, it is true. Now let's talk about O, and this is odds movement. Watch how the odds are moving. If a team opens at 2.10, then drops at 1.75 during kickoff, that means money is flooding in on them. Often, for sharp bettors who know something, they follow the money. Let's also talk about H, and that is head-to-head records. Some teams consistently dominate other opponents regardless of the league position. Always check 5 to 8 head-to-head meetings, especially on the same ground, home or away. Now let's talk about H, and this is injury and suspension. And this is where casual bettors lose money. A team missing their first choice goalkeeper, striker, or captain can definitely change the complete outcome of the game. Check official club websites and reliable injury trackers like Scoreaway or BBC Sport before locking in any game. Let's talk about S, and this is situation and motivation. Ask yourself this question: what does each team needs from this game? A team fighting relegation plays differently than a team with nothing to play for. End of session matches, cup distractions, and derby rivalry all affect intensity and performance drastically. I'm promising you, run every prediction through FORCE, this method that I've taught you, FORHIS, and you will eliminate 80% of bad bets. Let's talk a little bit about best markets to focus on. Most beginners make the mistake of only betting on match results, and that is home, draw, or away. And that is the hardest markets to predict consistently. Here are the smarter markets where the edge is easier to find. Number 1, look at something called BTTS, both team to score. This market is heavily influenced by defensive records and attacking form, both of which are easy to research. Look for teams with leaky defenses and strong attacks from both sides. You can also bet on under stroke over 2.5 goals. Now this is total goals markets are more predictable than match results. Why? Because you don't need to know who wins, just how the game plays. Now you can bet on under or over 0.25 goals. Total market goals are more predictable than match results because you don't need to know who wins, just how the game plays. High-scoring leagues like Bundesliga, Premier League, they offer a better data pattern. You can also bet on double chance. Instead of you picking a winner outright, cover 2 outcomes, either home win or a draw. For example, let's take an example. If this team has got a lower odds. You can bet on double chance and say either this team to win or a draw. Another one is Asian handicap. This one eliminates the draw entirely and gives you a head start or a deficit. With the proper research, this market rewards disciplined bettors significantly. Here is my tip. Make sure to start with one or two markets. Master them before you expand. This one will generally help you. If you are betting on double chance, stick on double chance, or if you are betting on goal, make sure to stick on your market properly. You can have the best predictions in the world and still go broke if you have a bad staking strategy. This section could be the most important thing I say today. The rule here is simple. Never stake more than 2 to 5% of your total bankroll on a single bet. Let's take an example. If you have $200 as your betting bankroll, your maximum stake per bet is $10, and that is it. This is called a flat staking method, and it protects you from wiping your bankroll on a single bet. So before I log out, let me give you a few golden rules. Number 1, never chase losses. If you lose 3 bets on a row, don't double up. Stick to the plan. And this is very much important. Set a weekly loss limit. If you hit it, stop for the week and come back fresh. Discipline beats intelligence in football prediction every time. So this is Mose Wamkota. If you haven't subscribed, please go on and do so that you cannot miss our future insights like this. Till the next time, God bless you. Bye.